What is up, Raffle Leaders? Welcome back to my channel. We are back in the Botanical Gardens here in Georgetown, Guyana. And I thought today I'd give you a bit of history of the mausoleum here. We've done an interview with Mr. Sandiford, Ivor Sandiford before, the mayor of the Botanical Gardens, and we're back today to do a much longer interview with him. We want to talk about his history and how he came to be the mayor of the Botanical Gardens. I call him mayor of the Botanical Gardens. People here call him Pablo. And we're going to find out what Pablo knows and what Pablo does here in the Botanical Gardens. So I'm going to show you first what's happening here in the Botanical Gardens at the mausoleum, and then we're going to meet Mr. Ivor Sandiford. And behind him, that is the tomb of former President Lyndon Forbes Sampson Burnham. This was built, when was this built? So introduce yourself. You are Ivor
Sandiford.
Ivor Sandiford, better known as Pablo here in the Botanical Garden. So tell me, first of all, about this tomb. This is the tomb of Lyndon Forbes Sampson Burnham. In fact, you can see the inscription on the brass plate. It says LFS Burnham and has OE, which is what Order of Excellence, and SC, which is Senior Counsel, 1923 to 1985. And one of the reasons why I'm back in this neck of the woods is to show you some history that lets you understand what Guyana has come from, where it's come from, and where it is today. There are people who were arguing with me in the last several months during the election cycle, talking about Burnham and Guyana and bringing up racist comments, and a lot of those people weren't even born in 1985 when Burnham died. So one of the reasons why I'm back here is so I can give people some history. But let's talk to Ivor first. So like I said, I call Ivor the mayor of the Botanical Gardens because every time I come here, I see him. And people have come back, I think, from Washington, D.C. and from New York and from California, specifically to see this mausoleum and to get some of its history. And this is the man to talk about. He knows the history. So tell me, Ivor, how come you end up in the Botanical Gardens? And what is it you do here?
I used to train some women on here.
So you were a personal trainer?
Yeah, and a physical trainer.
Okay.
And I pick up a paper from the ground.
Okay.
Since I pick up the paper, keep on picking up people right now from since then to now.
So since then you have been keeping the place clean?
Yeah.
But tell me, where did you learn your physical training?
From Guyana National Service.
So you were in the Guyana National Service. When did you enter the Guyana National Service?
1974.
So you went to the National Service. I went to National Service in 1989. So that means you were there at least 13 years before me, 1974. And what did you used to do in the National Service?
I was a military police.
Okay, you're a military police. So you had training, weapons training and all that stuff.
Everything. Complete training.
Yeah.
Complete package.
I remember I only actually had 3 types of training. A little bit of weapons training. We did the pokey drills and stuff. You had to field strip the rifles. And I think we had a little practice with the GPMG. But we didn't get like extensive military training. We got the martial drills, the pokey drills. We got the weapons
Weapon training.
Stripping
and assembling.
Right, stripping and assembling. And I think that was all we did.
Yeah.
We didn't really get involved in the like the agriculture and stuff because Kimbia was also a farm, right?
Yeah, cotton and black eye and nut.
Peanuts, yeah, I remember there are a lot of peanuts
Yeah.
at the time when I was there.
The Brazilian nut. The Brazilian
Brazil,
nut
I
from
didn't know, I didn't see
Jaguar.
Brazilian.
From Camp Jaguar, the Brazilian nut.
Okay, so when did you arrive at Kimbia?
1974.
1974. And when did you leave Kimbia?
1980.
And what did you do after you left Kimbia?
I go do security work
Okay. So where did you do this work?
at PNC, party security. It was a PNC party security.
Okay, so way back then, you were one of the OG members of the PNC.
Yeah.
So that's why you took up the mantle of taking care of this mausoleum.
Yeah.
So tell me something about this mausoleum. Tell me a little bit about the history.
History of the mausoleum. A lot of words got a lot of meaning to the people of Guyana. But the people of Guyana don't take the word serious. They stray away from the words.
So example, give me some examples.
This was progress. Progress, right, means that the country was planning to move forward with the progress we was getting. And this here is a young lady from the quarry speaking to Mr. Burnham. Used to do our own brickwork, make bricks in the quarry.
All right, so what we're talking about here is a bronze sculpture on the inside of the museum, of the mausoleum. I'm going to show you the whole thing, the outside structure, later in this video. But what Pablo is explaining here is the meaning of some of this stuff. He says there's hidden meaning in some of these pictures or sculptures, and not everybody understands them. So I'm gonna let him explain some of that in a minute. So this is a bronze sculpture, and actually there's several hidden messages in this bronze sculpture. In fact, there are two of them. This is the one in the back. And I've always been able to rely on Pablo, Ivor Sandiford here, to explain them to me. So he's going to give me a complete explanation today. Let's start again where you were.
The word progress, right, is a big word. It got a lot of meanings between it.
But they see below it, there's a Guyana National Service, that GNS. I recognize that from it used to be on the caps, right?
Yeah.
Also on the t-shirts and so on.
Yeah.
So that was like, this was like their logo.
This is the logo of Guyana National Service logo.
So what is that? It's that two hands.
Two hands with the fire.
Okay,
up
there's a
top.
fire up top.
Yes. And the two hands joined together.
Yeah, they're clasping.
This brotherhood.
Okay.
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood, and then there's a GNS,
Yes.
which
that
is
means
the
Guyana National Service. We was a part of Guyana.
right. So you were explaining the progress. You were saying that there's words that are hidden in the sculpture that most people don't understand because they miss it. And you pointed out to me another set of words on the other side. But tell me what your explanation, your understanding is of
Progress.
progress.
Progress is teaching everybody to learn to read and write, learn to build houses, learn to do a lot of things for yourself.
Yeah, I remember those days when the motto, one people, one nation, one destiny. And in those days of the PNC, they had the what?
Not the youth corps.
No, but they had like some goals like feed, clothe, and house the nation.
Nation, yes.
So these things actually had meaning, and they were included in this sculpture. Right? This was sculpture created what in 1980s,
Yeah.
1980 what 86, 87? Because this funeral took place in 1985.
Right.
I was 50 years old when Burnham died. So I don't really, like as a child, as a youth, I don't really have any memories, any very clear memories of what was happening at the time.
Well, me, Mr. Burnham used to eat at one table
Okay, we're in Kimbia.
at Cambia when he come to visit us.
Okay.
And we all singing Cambia Day. What is Cambia Day? That the president of the country stepped down and a pioneer from the center will be the president from 6 to 6.
It's president for a day.
Yeah, for the whole day. What is happening in Cambia? But the pioneer fly from Kenya and come to the Prime Minister's office and be the president for the day. He
Okay.
passes all instructions.
So this is actually not too far from here. This is where the office of the president used to be, right? It's
Yeah.
like next to the botanical gardens on the outside. So you said you sat with the president, you sat with Burnham at the dining table.
Yeah.
So tell me
And
about,
we had good friends at the dining table, Lagadu and all these things. This is the name of our Mr. So when he come at Cambia, Lagadu for keepy comfort.
okay.
Tell you everything about Togo Yard.
So who was Lagadu?
Lagadu's a brother live in Barbies,
Okay.
another national service brother. He used to keep the crowd entertainment with Mr. Burnham. He eat with Dr. Reed and them things. He had breakfast with Dr. Reed.
Okay. Hold on, let me take a pause here
Kimby
again.
Day.
Kimby Day.
The president is stepped down and another man is take over the president position.
So this would happen once a year or?
Once a year. Once a year this happens. Prime Minister, everybody stepped down.
Who was the prime minister at the time?
Hamilton Green.
Ah, yeah, that's true. Hamilton Green became the mayor later on.
Yeah.
And I think he's still alive.
Yeah.
He's probably in his 90s
Hamilton
now.
Green was the prime minister.
Yeah, I remember the days when Hamilton Green was the prime minister. So tell me about this mural again. Tell me what the meaning. So we're going to go through all of the...
This word progress, right? There's a lot of meaning. It's to build and house and clothe yourself. And feed.
Right, it was independence at the time.
Yeah, we had your own food basket.
So tell me about the housing part of it. Because a lot of people are looking around and seeing
Housing
these...
was self-help. You come and work for 8 hours. Every day you come to work. That a foreman, and you used to build septic tanks. Every foreman is a different thing building. You used to do self-help. You have to work for 8 hours and get ration.
Okay.
What is ration? Is milk, cheese, nut butter, soap, all these things for wash your clothes and everything. I sold the name G10.
Okay.
It's a cakey soap, but now it comes as a blue soap.
Yeah, I think I
Come as blue
remember.
soap, G10.
I vaguely remember some of these things that you're talking about. I remember when they built, what is it? South Rumville Gardens.
Yeah.
I remember all those houses.
North Rumbell.
You were there, not what?
Yeah, it's a head built North Rumbell.
Okay. So yeah, I remember I was maybe a teenager when I first visited South Rumville Gardens, and they had all these houses laid out neatly,
Yeah.
but they were exactly the same back then, back in like the early 80s.
Right. And when we don't build the houses, you couldn't move in. You have to wait to pull about the number from above.
Okay.
And when you pull the number from the above, this is your house you're going in.
Okay, that's how you get the house lot number.
That's how you get your house flat. Then after now, they come and register you. They register you at the housing. And we pay a little simple money to the housing.
Okay. How much did you have to pay for the house?
I can't remember, but it's more low, watch out, and more low, a lower price.
Yeah, but it's not like today you can't afford to buy
Low a housing.
a house in Guyana now. I think even the what do you call it?
You used to pay $5. I mean it's $7.
Okay.
$7
For the lottery.
For the month, every month.
Okay,
So,
so there was a monthly payment.
Yeah, you're paying a low money, but when you're done, and another thing too, your house got rules. If your son and you got a daughter, your son in charge if you dead.
Okay, so there was some succession there.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember now that the new houses that they're building, I think they want like 25 million for them.
Yeah.
Like the low cost housing that you see around the country
Yeah.
that the government is building.
But it's self-help build this country, self-help.
So that's the thing. Those days, the owners would participate in the construction of the property.
Property, yeah.
Whereas today, with all of these new housing developments, the owners are not part of the process. So that's important to understand. It's the self-help aspect of progress.
Was a good idea.
Yeah, because it cut the cost, made
Yeah,
it
cut the
cheaper.
cost of the labor and
Right.
everything. You got to come and do 8 hours work from where you knock off and they used to get time from your workplace.
Right.
Right, to go and do the work. If you get a self-help house, you give time from your workplace.
So what are some of the places that were built this way? What are some of the houses, schemes that were built?
Not from well.
Yeah, North Rumfeld. We've seen that's by the school.
Yeah, by the school. And the school too, not from well school, the school.
The multilateral school.
A lady used to teach children, named Miss Palidor.
Yeah.
And her house.
Yeah, I remember
And
in
the
those
she
days.
house.
I remember in those days, I went to one of the multilateral schools in New Amsterdam, and they used to teach you woodwork and metalwork.
All right.
And that's something they need to bring back. They need to teach woodwork and metalwork in the school shop class. Like, I think.
Welding too.
Yeah, welding, right.
Welding is very important right now.
Exactly.
I remember now we had enough welders used to go train at this place name again down in town there. National Service to send 10, 20 men to go and learn for weld.
Okay.
Every working section in Guyana, National Service to go learn something.
So the purpose of National Service back then was to train the youth.
Yeah.
Provide them, give them these skills, training.
That anytime they get a problem, they got youth to go do it. At time you had to fly out and go to another country to help the country.
Okay, right, because when there's disasters and so on.
So yeah, we had to fly out and go and help build back the country.
And that is why national service was important, because it was more than just a political movement.
It was no political something. It was elevated.
Yeah, it was national service. It's like the Peace Corps.
Or Peace Corps that elevated the people in Guyana. That everybody in Guyana is supposed to know something.
Exactly. And that is what is missing. Because people are complaining right now that a lot of the young people, a lot of youth don't have those skills.
Why they have no skills? Got to move national policy.
Right, they removed the national service.
National policy used to teach you everything. From the school to national service.
Yeah.
No, they don't have nothing. They don't have no training group, nothing at all in Guyana right now. And we got to rectify that.
Exactly, because that is what progress.
Causing the problem now in Guyana.
Right, but you're explaining the meaning of the word progress. And I think back then that was the interpretation, that you could make progress by skills development, by training, by human resource development, making sure that the people of the country gain skills. And that is what we lost when the government decided to dismantle national service.
Yeah. But that is the first intake by the Corps.
Yeah, you were in 1974, you said.
Yeah, my number is 464.
So you still remember me?
Yeah, I remember my military numbers. When my army number is 5771.
Okay, so you were in the army as well?
Yeah, I was in the army. I was get sent to the army from national service.
And when was that?
76.
Okay.
1976.
So when you were in the army, what places and so on you went?
I was a part of training corps.
Okay.
Platoon. I do demonstration. Plus I help
In Georgetown or in Kimbia?
No, up Jaguar.
Camp Jaguar?
Yes, and plus I'm a section commander.
Okay. All right, some of this information is highly classified information about the military and so on. So I'm not going to question you too much in detail, but just to know that you actually have army training as well as national service training. Part of, your experience.
Yeah, one of Guyana's son.
Okay, one of
One Guyana's son.
So explain to me what is happening with this mural behind you. There's now, starting from the end here.
This is Mr. Burnham shaking a woman hand, one of the pioneers from the quarries.
Right, so you explained that we had a quarry that produced stones for construction and so on, road construction and housing construction and so on. I remember back then they also had like a brick factory.
This is the quarry.
So the quarry was the brick factory?
Yeah, the quarry.
Yeah, I remember they had these clay bricks and then a lot of houses started being built with these red. Okay. So moving further down.
This is Norman McLean showing.
Norman McLean?
Yeah, Norman.
He was what? The head of the
National
Service at the time.
Yeah.
And he's looking at the map.
The map, this is where Kimbia.
Ah, that's where Kimbia is, along the Berbice River. I remember going to Kimby. We used to go by boat from New Amsterdam.
Imito.
Imito was the name of the boat.
Boat, yeah. There's the boat took Mr. Burnham by.
Okay.
Do transportation. I used to work on the boat.
Yeah, I remember taking like 15, 16 hours to travel from New Amsterdam, from the Stelling.
Yeah.
So I had to join the boat like in the night until the next day in the midday.
Midday time you meet at Kimby.
Yeah, like 12 midday, like 1 o'clock too. Yeah, 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
Yeah, I remember that journey. I did it a couple of times.
1 o'clock.
And then you had to take like a 7 mile
Walk for going to the
right
camp.
to go into the camp from Kimby. It's not at the river itself. It's like
You walk in. You have to walk into camp.
no. The first time we arrived, there was a truck. There was like a big 18-wheel truck.
Then the same truck would have got now question from the road. We the first people bring the trucks today now.
That was the first time I actually saw those
Yeah,
trucks
National Service.
at National Service.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then in fact part of the training was you had to be able to run these miles from the river to the camp. Yeah, I did that. Did that run. That was my first.
This in the morning when you just say the pledge, sing the national anthem and everything, and then everybody got different places to go. Who got to go do cleaning, who got to go and do cooking and everything. But when we come back from running, your tea is done, then everything for you.
Yeah, I remember in the mess hall having very, very good meals, and in fact it was a lot of food.
Yeah.
They had, I think, cow's milk. They had like a farm up there. They
Yeah, we
produced
had for Lulu Farm, they call it.
Lulu Farm.
Yeah.
I remember having lots and lots of cow's milk.
We used to get milk every morning for drinking.
Endless cow milk.
Yeah.
That's what I remember. And they had, I think they had some kind of porridge. What was it, like cornmeal or something?
Cornmeal, yeah.
Yeah, they had this cornmeal porridge. This was back in when I was there. I'm talking about the 80s, but you probably went
But what you talking
before,
about the 80s is the same thing used to happen.
in the 70s.
Yeah, you used to get your cornmeal, and plus you get everything, you know. All right.
So continue to explain the back of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this Norman McLean. Now move on. What are we talking about there?
He was the first Director General for National Service.
Okay, in 1974.
Yeah.
Tell me something about the various locations. They had a location at Kimbia, Papaya, Chumachumari. Yeah, I remember that. I remember. Conawarup, yeah.
Yeah, this is up in the Barbies, Conawarup.
And they had like I remember on not Home Street,
Center had.
Carifest Avenue. They had also like a center.
This is the club.
Okay.
This is sports club. We built it with we had to pay. We had to buy a block for $20.
Really?
Yeah, $20.
This is the red clay bricks. Let's
Yeah,
continue with the explanation.
Yeah. These two cameras here, this is the PT clothes. You got to be PT clothes.
PT is what? Physical training.
PT is your triple PT training, short pants and your jersey. I got out to go do PT, run your PT.
Yeah, that's like 6 o'clock in the morning.
6 o'clock in the morning.
All right, so and that was like you did it like at all of these camps.
Yeah. This is Mr. McLean and this is Mr. Burnham. Explaining to you about the whole program going on.
And this is like on the site, right? This is like at Kimbia or at one of these. Did you go to any of the other locations?
Center. Yeah. But Kimbia was the main center.
Right, that's like where they had the headquarters or something.
Yeah, Kimbia. And then the branch out, Papaya, Chumachumari, and everything.
And so what's behind you?
This is the parade. Mr. Burnham is inspecting the parade.
Okay.
Muster, you call it muster.
Yeah, I remember the mustard days and I had
This is
mustard.
Muster. They left a mustard and he's inspecting it, but he's talking to a pioneer.
Okay.
They need something.
Yeah, I remember those days. I remember when the politicians would visit.
Yeah.
So let me give you, we're going to go over to the other side now. Let me give you a long view of where we are. This is, in fact, a mausoleum here at Botanical Gardens. And we're actually looking at the back. This is the side you don't normally see. Right, this is the back of the mausoleum. You can actually see it from the main drive at the entrance to the botanical gardens. And on the inside, we were looking at the...
This is the PR. The PR.
Oh, so this is the public relations campaign.
Yeah. Vote PNC.
Aha, now I
PNC.
understand. Right. So this was in National Service was in fact one of the major initiatives of the PNC, which is why when the PPP took over, they dismantled it because they did not see it as a national.
You see the threat to them.
Right. They didn't see. Aha. So now you understand. So in recent times, what's happening in this election cycle is that all of this stuff has become politicized, and they did not see National Service as a valuable asset to Guyana. But when they dismantled it, they didn't replace it with something of their own. So that's the problem. They simply created a void. So this was the PR campaign at the time to make people aware of the National Service. And of course, the PNC, in this case, People's National Congress, which of course was Burnham's party. So, which brings me to the question of the recent elections which the PNC lost. What do you think about the current situation of the PNC?
The PNC strong. The people strong. It's not that money buy over everything, but the people still there together. The PNC still there together. They got PNC and I know. I'm a PNC. I'm a born on night.
Right.
And I stay as a born on night. And I won't go and vote for nobody else.
So, tell me about the changes since 1974 when you were in National
There's
Service.
not a lot of changes happening. There's just road do that I could ride good. I
Okay.
see no center billing for that man. People could go learn a trade
Right.
or not at all. All the
So
things-
as far as the national service goes, nothing exists to replace the national service, nor some of the things like the training of the youth
yeah.
with skills. Nothing replaced
And
the national service.
another thing too, when Venezuela was attacking me, National Service was the force people went on the border.
So national service was about defense. Yeah, except I remember getting weapons training. I remember
Weapons training.
telling people that I
That part
actually
to guard the people home, for guard.
right.
Yeah, that was it.
So the idea is that every Guyanese should have some weapons training.
Yeah, everybody.
I remember going to the range.
Everybody used to get training.
Yeah, exactly.
They go Cocos, they get trained at camp at Cocos. Born we used to live up Belfield.
Belfield, right.
Yeah, people used to every Sunday, Saturday they gone at Belfield.
Have you ever been to Belfield?
Me, I know Belfield, yeah.
All right, so tell me the rest of this story about this
Like
mural.
they say is the police the British police,
Okay,
and this is brothers them from the Caribbean.
okay. So these are three people sitting on the ground. It seems like their legs are folded,
Yeah.
their hands in front of them, and they seem to be in conversation. And you're saying these are Caribbean leaders?
They're Caribbean leaders.
One of these people is Burnham.
One, yeah. Eric Williams
Okay.
and
Eric Williams was from Trinidad or?
Trinidad. Eric Williams, Trinidad.
Right.
Everybody.
So, and probably Siaga from Jamaica.
Yeah,
All right, so let's finish off this.
yeah. And this is the gate of Parliament.
Ah, yes, that's true. If you notice this, the
This is
design,
gate
the
of
design is
Parliament.
similar to the Parliament gate.
And this is Mr. Moral speaking to a slave master.
Okay.
He look after slaves.
So this guy was like a plantation owner.
Yeah, he's the owner for plantation.
So back then, I think Burnham was one of the people who fought for independence
Yeah.
from the British in Guyana.
Yeah.
It's still an important topic because right now we're looking at imperialism again taking over the world,
Yeah.
whether it be China coming to Guyana.
Which war they now? It's a big word in this country, but people don't think it as a big word. Proper
Right.
representation for all, for everybody.
Proportional representation, it says.
For all.
For all.
All we.
Proportional representation for all. And that used to be the slogan of the parliament.
The parliament. No permanent secretary, don't take part in politics. No permanent secretary.
Right, these were independent.
Represent permanent secretaries.
Aha.
Yeah.
So the fact is that the government was not a political organ.
No.
Government was independent, even though it was led by political parties. The permanent secretaries were independent of the party politics. Those were the days. Of course, that's not true right now. So let me finish off by asking, what is it that you actually do here on a daily basis?
I clean here.
And the
Pick up
times
paper,
and so
keep
on.
it out. So clean it up, make it feel pleasant for people that when they come to visit, that they could see who's the second president. And
Right.
Mr. Burnham is the second president.
Mr. Burnham was the second president.
Yeah.
Who was
And
the
Mr.
first
Arthur
president?
Chung is the first president.
Arthur Chung was, I think, before Burnham, or was it during
Who
Burnham?
is before Burnham? Arthur Chung is before Burnham. Burnham take over from Arthur Chung.
Okay,
That Burnham was prime minister.
right. In those days, the president was a ceremonial position when Arthur Chung was president.
Yeah.
But when Burnham took it over, he became the executive president.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember those days as well. So, in closing, tell me, what is the future? What do you think is the future
They
of
only
this?
got a future, but the future where they got it, if everybody come together and work together, it can be better. But if this one fighting for the one and the one fighting for the one, they can got a war. People can dead.
So when people come to visit, 'cause a lot of people here on this channel usually come on holiday or vacation or even tourists, and they see the structure from the outside, from walking on the road, right, on the central road to the Botanical Gardens, and a lot of people don't really know what it is about. So tell me, when can people find you here?
6 o'clock in the morning.
So you're here cleaning every day at 6
Yeah,
o'clock.
every day, from Sunday to Monday. And
6
people on the
o'clock.
streets, businessmen on the streets just help me.
So how do they help you?
They bring brooms.
Yeah, I remember once I
Yeah.
brought a broom or
Yeah.
a brush or
Bring
something.
broom, disinfector, magic down Radio Street. He's giving me things for throw away and them things. To clean it, keep it clean. No financial help from nobody.
So Pablo is the dedicated caretaker of this mausoleum, Mr. Ivor, what is it?
Sandford.
Sandiford. And he's here every day, and I can testify, I can attest to that, because I've come here various times and always find him here at some point in the morning whenever I train in the Botanical Gardens. Do you still do physical training? Like,
Yeah, if people come here, we'll train them. If people come.
all right.
The majority of people I train gone away.
All right, so the point is, a lot of people here don't know that you're a personal trainer.
Yeah, as a trainer. I train people, crack people, massage people.
All right, so like a chiropractor as well.
Yeah.
So if people come, how can they find you?
Well, they could ask. They got people who know me here.
All right, so do you still do personal training? Like, if people want to come and like train in the garden, because a lot of people come to the garden to exercise,
They could come all in the morning,
and they can find you here.
right here. When they see the bicycle, they see me. And you're going to show them when they can use the bicycle.
Yeah, I actually see you riding not only here, but also on the road sometimes. And so, Mr. Sandford is a personal trainer. He's also the caretaker here.
I'm a monsieur.
And also a masseur.
Monsieur.
And I've always seen him riding. He's remained in great physical shape, physical health, all these years since 1974, taking care of the Botanical Gardens and specifically the mausoleum here at the Georgetown Botanical Gardens. So if you're interested in talking to Mr. Sandiford, getting some history, learning and understanding more about what he does and about the history of this mausoleum, look him up the next time you're here in the Georgetown Botanical Gardens. If you're interested in a personal trainer, somebody who can put you through your paces,
Make you feel comfortable.
that would also be Ivor
A
Sandiford.
healthy thing. They will be healthy. They won't get no pains in the body.
All right, so let me tell you, thank you for the information that you shared today. And hopefully we can hear from you again in the future, because this is not the end of the discussion, because we want to hear more about this information that you have. It's because it's historical information. A lot of people don't really know this history. And when you come back on the next go around, you will tell us some more.
103.
He would have been 103 years old. We want to have some more detailed information about your experience knowing Burnham and how this mausoleum was built.
Yeah.
But thank you very much. If you want to have any final words for the people,
No,
you can see them now.
the people them in this country got to get together and be happy.
All right, and that's the final word from Ivor Sandiford, Pablo, the mayor of the Botanical Gardens. Later!